Hi everyone! So today I'm going to be talking about, obviously you can see from the title, about how I actually passed my driving test. So I did start driving last year in August, so literally it has been a year. But I didn't pass till June. Obviously there's many reasons for that, so I will get into it in a second. So I actually did go with a private instructor instead of one of the big companies like Pass Plus, because I think you don't learn to drive in 5 days. Like, fair enough, you can do the amount of hours that they want, like 40 hours, but I don't think it works like that. So I actually did like 1 to 2 hours a week because I feel like that worked out best for me, and obviously I did have a lot of other stuff going on. I wasn't just focusing on driving. I had a lot of stuff going on in my life at that point. Obviously I got it done. I would recommend, for me and to anyone I've spoke to, like doing it gradually over time, because I genuinely don't believe you have to learn to drive quickly. So I'll talk about my theory. So when I did that, I'd actually had quite a few driving lessons, because I felt like I wasn't ready, and I got the book instead of the Davies app, but I did get a few other apps as well, and I found that so helpful. Like, literally the stuff in the book was the stuff that came up on the exam, or whatever the hell you want to call it. So that was so helpful, and I really recommend getting that. If you're not a book person, definitely get the app. I would 100% recommend that. I actually passed my theory first time round, but I'm not gonna lie, I did put a lot of time and effort into it. I wasn't one of these people who did it last minute. I did it gradually over time, so I wasn't just trying to mash everything into my brain as quick as I possibly could, like a last minute rush. It just doesn't, for me it doesn't work like that. I have to do it like in bits. So for my actual driving test, I did pass the second time round. Obviously I'll tell you why I didn't pass the first time round in a minute, but anyway, so I was confident and I knew I could do it, and like my driving instructor was like, Megan, it's time for you to, you know, go for your test. So I booked my test. I had my test for April, because I really wanted to pass before I turned 18, but obviously that didn't work out. But everything happens for a reason. So anyway, I didn't pass the first time round. I ended up getting 6 minors and 1 serious. And the serious was at the meeting point. Like, obviously if you do driving you'll know what I mean. But I tried to barge my way through a road. Let's be honest, it's a little bit stupid looking back to it. But there was enough room. We're just, both cars on either side just had to slow down. But anyway, so before my driving test I did have about 40, probably 40 plus hours, obviously the recommended amount, but like I say, I was having about 1 or 2 a week. Obviously that's not enough really, but obviously with other life commitments, like, you can't always focus your time and energy on one thing. But obviously I got there in the end. It did take me a bit longer than some people, but like I say, it's all down to the person and the situation. So I ended up passing second time with 6 minors or 7 minors, 1 or 2. Anyway, I ended up passing, and literally that day I nearly cried. I was so happy, so overjoyed. Like, genuinely, when you pass your test you will know what I mean. It is the best feeling ever. So roll to 2 months down the line. It's now August, nearly September, so nearly 3 months. Anyway, but I am going to get my first car. Thankfully I do have parents that are fortunate enough to help me in that way, so I'm really thankful for that. So the driving tips I will give you I'd definitely take the whole driving thing at your own pace. Obviously if you've got other commitments like I did, the whole process is going to go a lot slower, but obviously if you want to quicken that up, do more hours a week and just take it at your own pace really. Definitely like going out and practicing in your mum and dad's car, like even if it's just on your street, like practicing especially clutch control, like seriously helps a lot. So that's my driving experience in a nutshell basically, the very small version, because it did take me quite a long time to pass. But anyway, like I say, it all depends on the person, the situation, but I hope this video at least helped one person, because that would be great. Because I absolutely loved these videos, like I said previously, when I was on the run up to my driving test.